Hello dear students, today we shall start a new chapter of class 10. The name of the chapter is Madam Rides the Bus, which is written by Valikannan and his real name is R.S. Krishnasamy. So Valikannan is the pseudo name of R.S. Krishnasamy. So before we start the chapter, let us first know about the writer. R.S. Krishnasamy was born on 12th November 1920 in Tirunelveli, Tamil Nadu, India. So Tirunelveli is the ancient name of Nillai, and Nillai is one of the major city in the Indian state of Tamil Nadu. So he was a writer, journalist, critic and a translator from Tamil Nadu, India. R.S. Krishnasamy died on 9th November 2006 in Chennai. So let's begin the chapter. There was a girl named Vali who was called, Valiammai who was called Vali for short. There was a girl whose name was Valiammai and she was called Vali for short. Her nickname was Vali. Valiammai's nickname was Vali. She was 8 years old and very curious about things. The small girl was only 8 years old and she was very curious about things. She was curious about all the things. She wanted to know the things. Her favorite pastime was standing in the front door of her house watching what was happening in the street outside. So Vali's favorite pastime. So we used to pass the time by watching movies, playing video games, mobile games and many more other stuffs we used to do. We used to play cricket, volleyball, we used to roam around our village and pass the time. But for Vali, her favorite pastime was to stand at the front door of her house and watch what was happening in the street outside. There were no playmates of her own age on her street and this is all about she had to do. So there were no playmates of her age. Why she used to stand at the front door of her house and watch the street? Because there were no other children of 8 years. She was the only girl who was 8 years old and for that reason she had no other friends of her age and she used to stand at the front door of her house and pass the time. But for Vali, standing at the front door was every bit as enjoyable as any of the elaborate games other children played. But for Vali, standing at the front door of her house was very much enjoyable as any other elaborate games other children played. Suppose other children play cricket and enjoy. Other children, they play badminton and they find it very much enjoyable. But for Vali, standing at the front door and watch the street was very much interesting as other children play other games and find it interesting and find it enjoyable. Watching the street gave her many new unusual experiences. Standing at the front door of her house, watching the street gave Vali many new unusual experiences. So what are the unusual experiences? We shall discuss now. The most fascinating thing of all was the bus that traveled between her village and the nearest town. The most interesting thing. So what was the unusual experience? Let's see. The most interesting thing of all, she used to stand at the front door of her house and she used to watch what was happening on the street outside, and among them all, what was the most interesting thing she used to watch? She used to see that a bus that passed through her street each hour, a bus that traveled The most fascinating thing of all was the bus that traveled between her village and the nearest town. So the most interesting thing of all was that there was a bus that used to travel between her village to the nearest town. So it passed through her street each hour. This bus passed her street each hour, once going to the town and once coming back. So how? Once while going to the town and again once while returning back to the village. The sight of the bus filled each time with a new set of passengers was a source of unending joy for Valli. The sight of the bus with a new set of passengers. Each time the bus carried a new set of passengers, and this sight was very much joyful for Valli. She was very much fascinated at the sight. Day after day she watched the bus, and gradually a tiny wish crept into her head and grew there. She wanted to ride on that bus, even if just once. So slowly and slowly, this small wish came into her head. She watched the bus, and slowly and gradually, day after day, a small wish came into her head. And what was the wish? She wanted to get the ride of the bus, even if just once. This wish became stronger and stronger until it was an overwhelming desire. So this wish, this small wish, became stronger and stronger. How it became stronger? Because every day Valli used to watch at the street, and she used to see the bus carried a new set of passengers every time. So this wish became stronger and stronger until it became an overwhelming desire, until it became a strong desire. So dear students, what is the difference between wish and desire? Yes, you are correct. Wish means something which we hope for, but to attain it we don't have the power to attain. But desire means anything that we want to achieve it. Suppose our goal, we want to achieve our goal, we will work hard to achieve the goal, we will do anything to achieve the goal. That's called desire. Valli would stare wistfully at the people who got on or off the bus when it stopped at the street. So Valli would look at those people with a strong desire, with a strong feeling of wanting the ride. She used to look at the people with a strong feeling of wanting the ride of the bus. Who got to the bus or who got off from the bus. Their faces would kindle in her longings, dreams and hopes. So the faces of the passengers would set fire in her heart. In her heart and in her wants, in her desires and in her hopes. If one of her friends happened to ride the bus and try to describe the sights of the town to her, Valli would be too jealous to listen and would shout in English, "Proud, proud." Neither she nor her friend really understood the meaning of the word, but they used it often as a slang expression of disapproval. So when any of her friend got the ride of the bus and tried to describe the journey to Valli, so Valli would not listen to her friends. Rather, she would shout in English, "Proud, proud." But her friends didn't know the meaning of proud, and they took the word as a slang expression of disapproval. That means her friends thought that Vali did not want to approve or accept the journey, and that's why she is using the slang language. Over many days and months, Vali listened carefully to the conversations between her neighbors and people who regularly use the bus. Over days and months, Vali listened carefully to the conversations between her neighbors. So now Vali was planning to get a ride of the bus, and that's why she was listening carefully to the conversations between her neighbors and people who regularly use the bus. And she also asked a few discreet questions here and there, and Vali asked the people a few careful questions regarding the bus journey. So Vali was 8 years old and she was very much sincere. That's why she was planning the journey very carefully. She asked the people very careful questions and started to gather information. This way she picked up various small details about the bus journey. The town was 6 miles from her village. The fare was 30 paisa one way, which is almost nothing at all, she heard one well-dressed man say. So Vali, in this way, she gathered several important information regarding the bus journey, and she came to know that the fare of the bus was 30 paisa one way. One way means while going to the town from the village, and again while returning back it would cost again 30 paisa. So Vali used to gather 60 paisa for the bus journey. So Vali gathered every careful information regarding the journey, and she came to know that the fare of the bus was 30 paisa one way. 30 paisa one way means while going to the town it would take 30 paisa, and while again returning back to the village it would take another 30 paisa. So which is almost nothing at all, she heard one well-dressed man say. So she heard one well-dressed man said that 30 paisa is nothing at all. Well-dressed man means a rich person for whom 30 paisa is nothing, but for Vali 30 paisa is something a great amount. But to Vali, who scarcely saw that much money from 1 month to the next, it seemed a fortune. But for Vali didn't see 30 paisa in a month, because she was a small girl and her parents used to give her small amount of money for buying chocolates or other stuffs. So Vali used to arrange 30 paisa, and for that reason she used to start collecting money from her parents or her relatives. And it was a fortune for her to get 30 paisa at a time. The trip to the town took 45 minutes. On reaching town, if she stayed in her seat and paid another 30 paisa, she could return home on the same bus. This meant that she could take the 1 o'clock afternoon bus, reach the town at 1:45 and be back home by about 2:45. So now Vali planned the bus journey. How she planned? She would take the 1 o'clock bus. It would take about 45 minutes, she would reach the town at 1:45. Again she would sit in the bus. She would not come out of the bus, and by 2:45 she would be in her village. So that's how she planned the bus journey. On and on went her thoughts as she calculated and recalculated, planned and replanned. So her thoughts went on and on. She started to thinking about the journey. She started to think about the journey. She planned the journey. Again she planned it. She calculated the amount. She calculated the time. Again she calculated. So Vali, we can see that Vali is a very sincere girl. She is very confident in her dreams and desires, and she is very much smart. So thank you, dear students. I hope you understood the first part of the chapter Madam Rides the Bus. Thank you very much.